Let's get right into it. So what is copyright? Copyright law is a law that gives you ownership over the things you create. That means generally, anytime you create something, you own it. Copyright protects any kind of work, including musical works, such as songs and lyrics, literary works, such as books, articles, and blog posts, dramatic works, like plays, TV scripts, and screenplays, photographs and illustrations, including paintings, photographs, drawings, and graphic designs, movies and videos, and even sound recordings. If you created any of these, you own it. As the owner of a copyright, you have the exclusive right to make copies of the work, make derivatives or revisions, which means modifying work to produce new work, distribute or publish the work, perform the work in public, or display the work in public. These are your rights and your rights alone. Unless you willingly give permission for anyone to do any of these, no one can violate them legally. It doesn't matter if someone gives you attribution, which is basically giving you credit. If they don't have permission, they can't violate your use of your work and violate your copyright. Also, if you're looking for material to use or reuse, you should not do any of these without asking permission from the original copyright owner. Simply put, if you don't have permission to use a copyright work, then you put yourself in risk of legal action, regardless of your intentions. In general, it's illegal for anyone to do any of the things listed on the screen with a work created by you without your permission. But there are some exceptions and limitations to your rights. One major limitation is the doctrine of fair use, which we'll cover later in the course. The holder of a copyright work has full control to do what they want to do with their work. It's no different than owning a car, a house, or a pen. You can lend it out to a friend, sell it, modify it, or even destroy it. In other words, if you own the copyright to something, you have the same rights that you do with anything else. After all, you did create it. It only makes sense that you would own the fruits of your labor. That's what copyright law is all about. So what does copyright not cover? Copyright law only covers the particular form or manner in which ideas or information have been manifested. This includes the types of work that we covered earlier in the lecture. However, copyright does not cover the actual ideas, concepts, facts, or techniques in the copyright work. For example, the copyrighted Iron Man comic books may not be reproduced and distributed for sale without permission from the copyright owner. The copyright also prevents others from creating similar works involving the Iron Man character. However, the copyright does not prohibit anyone from creating a work about a sophisticated hero character in general. Also, I want to reiterate that generally speaking, facts may not be copyrighted, but content related to presentation, organization, and conclusions derived from facts certainly can be. And again, keep in mind that ideas cannot be protected. Only the product of ideas can. So how long does a copyright last? The length of a copyright protection depends on when you create it. A copyright typically lasts the author's lifetime plus an additional 70 years. Keep in mind that the term cannot be extended or renewed. That's pretty much a quick, good summary of what copyright entails that relates to you as a creative artist, entrepreneur, or content producer. Next, we'll talk about the 3 most important rules of copyright you need to know.